Welcome back to the Everything But the Battle podcast. You are here with Rabbi Master Distiller Ben Terabello of Terabello Distillery. This is your Sunday, April 19th market report. It might not be a shocker to you, but the market is not the best for the alcohol space. The good thing is, with the winter away and the summer headed over, we are seeing an uptick in sales. Maybe people are getting out of the depressing mood, maybe not, but it doesn't service all sectors of the market equally. Let's break it down and show you who's the winners, who's the losers, and well, what is just plateauing. Alright, so let the sun shine on the ready to drink beverages. That is a standout market with still fastest growing in the alcohol space at 12% in this year over year. That is expected to keep on growing throughout this summer because, of course, it's much easier to bring a martini to the beach than it is to make one on the beach. That's expected to grow. Shockingly, beer has a bad rap, or maybe it's not so shockingly, and that market is falling. Is it because it's competing on the 6% alcohol with a RTD, which is like, it's raspberries, strawberries? What could be wrong in beer? People see as a beer belly or something else we're missing? We don't know, but we'll follow the numbers. With the beer brewing industry in a complete free-for-all, 20 or 30% of local beer brewers are on the verge of bankruptcy or even in bankrupt. This is not a nice scene. Wine has a standout, but only in two spaces, and that is the premium wines and wineries that have a destination. No shock over there, these two overlap. If you're a winery bringing in tourists, you're going to have more sales. It feels much cleaner, more wholesome. People experienced it. To top that all off, if you are using a proper website, hosted by ttbmath.com or the like, we always say TTB Math is the best, and we know it is. Then you are collecting their data, doing direct to consumers, building up the brand. People, when they go out of their way to order from a unique winery and share, always tell over your story and broadcast it. So that is a tremendous benefit that the winery industry has over beer. Beer is very hard to get people fanatic enough to come and start ordering over the web. Though it's done, we see it by some of our clients. It's just a harder sell. Sustainable wine, of course, known as organic wine, gives those yuppies a feel that, hey, we are saving the world, taking away from that bad feeling that it's alcohol. Sparkling wine always has an occasion to celebrate. Same for luxury wines. People are still getting married. People are still celebrating. That is selling. Spirits and the distillery space was a blood fest last year. Blood all over the street, but things are looking better, not like a martini. The tequila market growing. American whiskey bourbon is in a slight uptick. Vodka, for some reason, people think there's a benefit to pay more for, and that's growing. Other Asian brands, such as Asian premium spirits are selling very well in their own market. That is definitely a huge uptick that wasn't before. Small distilleries are winning when they're catering local, something that could be difficult, but is happening. They're using experiential tasting rooms, selling single barrels, and pretty much being very welcoming, something we tell all our clients to do. That brings people in and gets them over that bias that it's alcohol. In addition, they stop drinking like there's no tomorrow as they're savoring the taste, sharing it with friends, and really building up your very own brand. The risks are still the same: overcrowding, hard to get into stores, but you're getting away from there and building it all local. Fastest growing market to sum it all up is a ready-to-drink replacing beer. Wine is growing, but only on the premium side, and the experience side, something that overlaps. Spirits, only if you're a small micro can give an experience, is really where you're going to see the uptick. The bigger brands are having, shall I say, a rough ride. People are stopping to appreciate the genericism and the heavy marketing. The winners are the premium brands, at least holding steady. The premium imported beers selling the premium, not the beer, have also pretty much held steady. The distilleries, premium wines, anything pretty much that's selling everything but the product is doing pretty well. Stay tuned for our next market update next week, Sunday. Tag us, share us, let us know how we're doing. We love getting your feedback. Thank you.